Yesterday, the ANC's provincial structure announced it has suspended Northwest Premier Job Mokgoro's membership. 5 other people were also suspended for voting with the opposition. Today, the party revealed more reasons behind its decision.
It is also concerning that a leader deployed by the African National Congress to the legislature has been reported to have intimidated and promised a physical harm against a female comrade when he was reminded of the party mandate. This cannot be accepted when we have identified GBV as a second pandemic which we must fight against whenever it raises its ugly head. The transgression will be added to the charge of the said comrade concerned.
Right now, let's speak to the Premier of the Northwest. Job Mokgoro is joining us on the line. Premier, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon, Thabo. Thanks for the opportunity.
Are you still in the dark concerning your suspension, or has it become clearer?
Well, I just saw the WhatsApp a few minutes ago. I was searching through my WhatsApp messages. But just a bit of background to this. Earlier this week, I wrote to the coordinator to say to him, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be attending Cabinet Lekgotla. And at this level, he should know that a Cabinet Lekgotla is an intense type of meeting where leaders of the country look at the future of the current state as well as mapping out the future. I further informed in writing the coordinator, Mr. Hlomani Chauke, that on Sunday the president has called us to attend a meeting, a presidential coordinating council meeting. Now, with a person such as the Premier of the Northwest with such a busy schedule, the last thing you want to do is to communicate a matter that would have serious implications for the province via WhatsApp. What is further a surprise to me is for the coordinator not to make the effort to say, by the way, did you get your WhatsApp? By the way, the WhatsApp is about this. So, I now confirm that I've received it. It says the following. You supported the candidacy of Comrade Priscilla Williams, who was nominated and seconded by opposition to contest a candidate duly endorsed by the ANC IPC officials. My concern, I voted inconsistent with the party mandate. Secondly, how would a person like Comrade Chauke know who voted for who when a secret ballot would have taken place? I continue to be shocked, to be surprised. I don't know where these sudden bullets come from and what the reason for these bullets are.
Your language, sudden bullets, seems to suggest that you think there is a war that is going on in the province. I mean, it has been said that there are factional battles that are being fought in the Northwest Province. Are you suggesting that this move by the IPC is part of those factional battles, and this is a salvo or a bullet that is being shot in your direction?
Well, I think one thing that has been prominent about the Northwest Province, and I think the entirety of the country knows it, is precisely what you're talking about, the question of factional battles. And I keep on wondering whether this kind of attack is not part of that.
Were you clear on the mandate, as it were, given by the IPC that Lina Mega was supposed to have been the candidate that would have been voted in?
I don't hear clearly.
I'm saying, were you aware of the mandate from the ANC that the candidate that was supposed to have been voted in was Lina Mega as opposed to Priscilla Williams?
Well, let me just say the following. The day before the voting, I attended a legislature sitting. And the legislature sitting decided, and that was a virtual meeting, decided that in order for voting to take place through secret ballot, we should actually physically be at the legislature. In the morning of that day, I started off in the cabinet committee meeting, cabinet Lekgotla meeting, and I asked the president to recuse me so that I could attend the legislature. I rushed to the legislature. In fact, when I got to the legislature, the proceedings had just started. I unfortunately did not participate in the meeting where a mandate was communicated. But that has nothing to do with whether I voted this way or the other. I think what suffices is to state that the voting was by secret ballot, as was decided, as had been decided the previous
Premier,
day.
you started this conversation by saying you voted consistent with the mandate of the ANC. You are now saying you were not in the meeting.
Can you repeat that
receive.
question? I can't hear, please.
When we started the conversation, you indicated that as far as you're aware, you voted consistent with the mandate of the ANC. You are now saying you were not in the meeting where the mandate was given. Which one is it?
Yes, because in my rush, when I got to the legislature, there was an indication that from the chief whip, he just tried to whisper something to me about that mandate, which I was not aware of, and I'm saying to you, as a matter of principle, once a mandate has been communicated, I would know that is the way to go.
So when the chief whip was whispering to your ear the mandate, maybe it was the new mandate that was decided upon at the meeting to which
he may have intended to communicate that to me.
Yeah.
He may have intended to communicate that to me, but firstly, you have to respect the decorum of the House, so I was not able to listen and hear what he was saying. Right. He tried to whisper something to me. But I'm saying normally, at a caucus, a party mandate would be communicated.
There seems to be a female member of the ANC who has reported to the IPC a case of intimidation when she reminded you of the party mandate.
Pardon me?
The IPC is reporting that there is a female member of the ANC who reported a case of intimidation, and intimidation being you intimidating her when she reminded you of the party mandate.
A member who reported what intimidation?
That you intimidated her when she reminded you of the party mandate.
No. I never intimidated anybody. No. That's the last thing that I ever do in my life. I never did. As far as I can recall, the person I spoke to was during the formalities of the proceedings, and that was the speaker.
There is no female member, as far as you're concerned, that reminded you of the party mandate and you retaliated towards her?
Not at all. Categorically, not at all.
And as far as then the issues that you are raising, I want to talk about the issue of the WhatsApp. It seems other people were aware of this WhatsApp. I had a conversation yesterday with Sanko, who mentioned that apparently you did receive a WhatsApp communication, and they, of course, said it was rubbish and
Can
nonsense.
you repeat that question?
I'm saying, as
Can
far
you
as
repeat
the
that question?
WhatsApp communication is concerned, I had a conversation with Sanko yesterday about the WhatsApp. It seemed they were aware that a WhatsApp was sent. Why were you not aware that this WhatsApp was sent?
I have just explained to you that since Thursday until Saturday, I was in long meetings from morning to evening, chaired by the President on cabinet, about cabinet Lekgotla. The following day, which is today, I started the morning at a meeting called by the President. Under normal circumstances, some of us don't catch up or are unable to catch up with emails, with WhatsApp. Especially a person who is as busy as a premier. Not only this premier, but a premier across the board.
But Premier, I find that very difficult to accept because you came on air yesterday. You had time to come and brief members of the media and speak to your constituents in the Northwest, and you said you've received no such. And this particular matter was raised with you, that it was sent to you, be it via WhatsApp. You're telling me that even yesterday, up until this point, or moments ago, as you want me to believe, it's only then that you picked up the phone to seek to read this WhatsApp?
I checked my WhatsApp, I checked my emails, and I could not find anything. The truth of the matter is I again checked. I even asked my PA to assist me. I checked. I now confirm that I found it.
The IPC seems to believe, Premier, that you are a leader unto yourself, or the way that you're behaving, and saying, well, no person is a leader unto himself. We are part of a collective. Are you prepared to submit yourself to a collective as far as these issues are concerned?
I always do that. I always do that, and where I'm unable to attend meetings, I would send an apology. I think if you ask anybody, including premiers from other provinces, the life of the Northwest Premier is a particularly difficult one. Firstly, I have had to start a process of stabilizing and normalizing a very, very difficult process. I am forever confronted by issues that appear to be factional issues. I'm forever doing what is necessary to thwart and block what appears to be looting of state offices. We are under Section 100, and that has good things in it in terms of helping us to move the province forward, but it also has its shortcoming of not having immediate resources, especially at leadership level, because of the nature of the administration. So that I am particularly overstressed at all times. And when I'm unable to attend party meetings, it is not because of disrespect. I am completely committed, and I do subject myself to party mandates.
Listen to this statement, Premier, and let me know if you associate this statement. Is it coming from you? For 3 years, we've been working on building unity in the ANC, in the province, and just as we thought we were getting there, some people came and messed it all up. Do you associate with that statement? Is that a statement that comes from you?
Well, the incident of this weekend certainly takes us back so many years. It is really, really sad, because I really believe that true leadership would say, Premier, let's sit down, here is an issue. Now you have a matter that makes allegation about me having voted this way or the other in a secret ballot. You tell the whole world that you have suspended Job Mokgoro when the Premier is sitting in a cabinet meeting. And the Premier actually told you in writing that he'll be sitting in a cabinet meeting. You don't even bother to pick up a phone and say, I would like to confirm whether or not you received the WhatsApp. I really think that it calls for better leadership. Because even if there are prescripts that say you can suspend him by WhatsApp, but as a leader, you've got to use your discretion based on the dictates of the circumstances of the time. And I don't see any evidence of any such effort having been made.
So you're saying some people came and they messed it all up. Are you saying the IPC has messed the work that you have been trying to build to bring unity in the province in the last 3 years?
I'm saying, in terms of what we collectively have been doing since 2018 to bring about stability and sanity in the province, I'm just scared, based on the number of calls, concerns, expression of surprise and disappointment that I have been getting consistently since the outbreak of the story. It is really sad that an action that could easily have been averted has now resulted in this. That's what I'm saying.
The IPC saying, and that's the final one, you have displayed ill discipline in a nutshell, and therefore your work is now going to be supervised. I don't know if there is provisions for that in our laws and in regulations. How is a Premier's work going to be supervised?
My work is guided by 2 books: the Constitution of the country, the Constitution of the African National Congress. I want to repeat here, I'm not going to do anything that is outside those policy frameworks. I will not.
But now, if your membership and your card has been suspended, I mean, who are you really representing in that position?
Well, it would be useful to ask the ANC leadership that question, because it does appear there's an inherent contradiction from what I believe. I was sitting in a meeting at the time. The coordinator said that I be continued as a Premier because I'm a Premier as a result of me being deployed as a member of the ANC to serve as Premier. So I really failed to comprehend the logic where I'm put aside, but I'm still practically the Premier of the province. I see a contradiction. However, from where I'm sitting, I will do whatever is dictated to me, is explained to me by the entirety of the leadership of the African National Congress that was responsible for my deployment here.
By that you mean
I have not been told.
By that you mean you will wait for a word from the NEC, the National Executive Committee of the ANC.
Yes, as you recall that this is how I got deployed. I will be writing to them. I should have written to them earlier, but I've been in one meeting after the other. I've also been invited by the media to explain myself, but I'm busy writing to Newzroom so that I'll get the go-ahead in terms of what I should do.
Appreciate your time. Premier of the Northwest, Job Mokgoro, thank you very much for making the time to talk to us this afternoon.